Mix1041.com.
The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. The fighting rages on in the Gaza Strip between Israel and Hamas, while a special operation taking place underneath the largest hospital in the territory.
You can hear the Israelis are engaged in gun battles here with Hamas. Right now we're in Gaza's Al-Shifa hospital. It was raided overnight by Israeli forces who are looking for Hamas infrastructure and weapons. They are still searching at this hour for the tunnels.
Fox is trading alongside the IDF forces. 6 Capitol police officers recovering this morning, injured in violent clashes last night with pro-Palestinian protesters who are calling for a ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas war. The federal government?
The government is staying open.
Yeah, it can pay its bills. The Senate approves a stopgap spending bill. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
At Southern Heritage Bank, we provide tools to protect you and your accounts. Secure
There are
Lock
a lot of
Equip is an
banks. So what makes
easy-to-use
Southern
mobile app
Heritage
that
Bank
puts the
unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
LoganThompsonLaw.com.
From the Logan Thompson Law News Desk, here's your news for Thursday, November 16th on Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. Yesterday, Cleveland City Schools announced the district's Teachers, Principal, and Supervisor of the Year for the 2023-2024 academic year. The district-level winners include Sonia Norman, an experienced third-grade teacher at Blythe Bauer Elementary School, Megan McClellan, a dedicated 6th-grade math and science instructor at Cleveland Middle School, Ivan Migovich, a committed special education teacher at Cleveland High School, Principal of the Year Bob Pritchard from Cleveland High School, and Supervisor of the Year Dr. Cody Raper, Director of Innovation. School-level winners are Arnold Memorial Elementary, Tracy Lenz, Blythe Bauer Elementary, Sonia Norman, Candies Creek Cherokee Elementary, Angela Garner, Cleveland Middle School, Jonathan Berger, Megan McClellan, and Amy Trebold. Cleveland High School, Ivan Migovich, Joe Miles, and Susan Rodriguez. Mayfield Elementary, Yolanda Edwards. Ross Elementary, Kaylee Vaught. Stewart Elementary, Lindsay Laudermilk. Yates Primary, Tyler Oinby. The winners at both district and school levels will continue to represent Cleveland City Schools at the regional and state level. From the Cleveland Daily Banner, Lee University will hold its annual Christmas tree lighting today, Thursday, November 16th at 6:30 p.m., featuring live music, cookie decorating, and other festivities. This event will take place in front of Lee's Science and Math Complex, located on the corner of Ocoee Street and Billy Graham Avenue. The event is free and open to the public. Guests are encouraged to park at any of the surrounding lots. In state news from the Tennessean, Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally challenges claims that the Tennessee Senate's actions could have prevented the tragic death of 18-year-old Jillian Ludwig, a Belmont student who was fatally struck by a stray bullet in Nashville. House Speaker Cameron Sexton blames the Senate for not considering a bill during the special called session in August. Sexton says the bill could have led to the involuntary commitment of the suspect, Shaquille Will Taylor, who is facing charges related to Ludwig's death. The bill, House Bill 7036, aimed to require involuntary commitment for those deemed an imminent threat. McNally disagrees with Sexton's assessment, stating that no action proposed during the special called session would have prevented Ludwig's death. The legislation will be refiled in January, focusing on issues related to involuntary commitment and public safety. Sexton emphasizes the importance of involuntary committing individuals found incompetent to stand trial. State lawmakers plan to reconvene on January 9th.
And at 7:07, we are live from Hardee's on 25th Street. Welcome to our annual broadcast, our Basketball Tipoff Show for local high schools and local colleges. We're on Mix 104.1, Talk 101.3 The Buzz, and we're on MixTV.tv. We're at the Hardee's on 25th Street. And we're going to begin like we always do with Marketing Director of J&S Restaurants, Nicole Morsehead. Nicole, how are you?
I'm great. Good morning. I'm excited to have you guys here today.
Well, we're excited to be here. It's an annual tradition coming out. And I know one thing that Hardee's and J&S especially love to do is spotlight high school athletics.
We do. This is such a fun time of year, and it's just awesome to be, in the community and just see the community come together for these sports. It's just so much fun.
Certainly so. And Nicole, I tell you what, you've got a lot of new things happening right now. But here's what I hear the most about here at Hardee's are those cinnamon raisin biscuits,
Yes.
which have come back temporarily.
Yes, they're here through the end of December, so get them while you can. But we've had customers. I have had customers calling me for years to bring these back. They are finally back, but just for a short while. So get them. And like I said before, I don't know if I just forgot how good they are, but they are so good.
They are great.
They're awesome.
They are great.
Yes.
What else is happening at Hardee's right now?
We have new candied bacon, and if you love bacon, you have to. I cannot say enough good things about this candied bacon. We have it in a snack pack, so if you just want bacon to go. And then we also have our candied bacon biscuit and our candied bacon Frisco, which put that candied bacon on anything, and it is so good.
Oh, it's wonderful. Of course, the food is just tremendous at Hardee's as always, but what you guys do in this community, I mean, not just schools, although school's a big part of it, but you guys do so much here, and really not just here, but in 40 locations all around the area.
Yes, yeah, we go from Lenore City all the way down in Northwest Georgia, and
Wow.
we are working with the schools throughout the years, every single location that we have in every county that we have. So we love being part of that, and especially for basketball and sports in our communities, we love being part of that too. So we're thankful for another year of that.
It's going to be great. And, of course, we're tipping off the basketball season as we do every year. We thank Hardee's, of course, and Wholesale Supply Group, our two main sponsors of this event. Tell you what, Bridget, I want to go over to you. Nicole, we're going to be talking to you. Anything you want to add here before we go?
Come on in and stop and see us for breakfast this morning. If you haven't gotten those cinnamon raisin yet, come on by and get them.
Let's do how about we do a Hardee's wake up right here? We always wake you up by talking about Hardee's, and there's a Hardee's near you all over our 10-county listening area as we say good morning to you. And tell you what, as Nicole mentioned, the Hardee's cinnamon raisin biscuits are back for the holidays. Those tender, flaky biscuits loaded with raisins, cinnamon, and drizzled with the white icing. I'll take the white icing by itself. That'd be just fine. Here's John Dixon. Hello, John. Made in-house applewood smoked bacon coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint. Is that the Rolling Stones song, Brown Sugar? And a hint of pepper. That's at Hardee's right there. All right, Nicole, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I know you hate to be here, but it's okay. Let's bring in Bridget, another woman who hates to be here. But I think she gets a little more money than Nicole for being here.
Thank you for that. It's the nicest thing you've ever called me.
I'm not really thinking straight this morning, quite frankly. Bridget, let's check the streets. What's happening?
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Their Black Friday savings are happening now at Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's Black Friday all month long at Don Ledford GMC Truck in Cleveland. They're saying yes to low interest rates and trade assistance cash. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive Drive safely out there as you make your way in. And as always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Waste Connections introduces efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
Tell you what, Bridget, while we're here, let's get a check. Go ahead of our Simmons Bank celebration list. 12 after 7, live from Hardee's on 25th Street.
Okay, well, I heard you mention John Dixon. It's John Dixon's birthday today.
Is it really?
Legend of Polk County, according to a friend.
He was just here. John, I go back to the time he was on Regis and Kathy Lee, probably 1994 or 95. He was on the dating show. They put him on a Valentine's date, nominated by Mark Tipton. And John Dixon, so today's his birthday?
Yes, it
All right.
is. Yeah. Also, Larry Long is having a birthday today.
Long-time listener. Larry, happy birthday, buddy.
Ben Sluter is 18 today. He's a
Ben!
senior at TCPS.
Ben, and he's working at Honey Baked Ham for Grandma and Granddaddy, who just announced they're selling. Hate to hear that.
Happy birthday, Ben, today. Rick Ledford is also celebrating. And then Landon Ezell is having a birthday today. That's from Uncle Joey and Auntie Heather. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. Simmons Bank gives you more for a better banking experience with convenience in mind. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
At 7:14, going to take a quick break. We're live at Hardee's 25th Street, our basketball tip-off show supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Come see us at Hardee's. Back in a moment.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe, candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our third generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our fourth generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
A name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply has been serving the Southeast for over 75 years. Whether you need plumbing, electrical, or HVAC supplies, Wholesale Supply can provide you with the products that you need to complete any job, big or small. Supplying brands such as Kohler, Delta, Rinnai, Progress Lighting, and so many more. With 32 locations across the Southeast, Wholesale Supply is your hometown plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. Then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Mattress. Select purchases can earn you a Visa gift card of up to $1,000 to assist with your holiday shopping checklist.
Now, from Local 3 News, it's coverage you can count on.
Good morning. Mostly cloudy to cloudy skies for your Wednesday. We're looking at very little change in our temperatures today. So in the 50s this morning with afternoon highs around 61. There will be a chance for a few spotty sprinkles, light showers here and there, most likely south of Chattanooga with wind from the northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight will remain mostly cloudy with lows in the mid 40s to 52 degrees. And then on Thursday, partly sunny. It'll warm up again with highs from 65 to 70. I'm Local 3 meteorologist Allison Pryor.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harris.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We are live at Hardee's on 25th Street, where we can't get Gary Bryant to leave, and I wish he would. But he's back. There's about half of him here nowadays. All right, we are joined by Gary Owenby, the voice of the Bradley Bears, on Mix 104.1, Talk 101.3 The Buzz, MixTV.tv. You know, we're here about basketball, but Gary, everyone in town is talking about tomorrow night. We have not one but two teams, Gary, in the quarterfinals.
Well, it's amazing. It's a good year for both teams. Both of them are having a great season. We're in the third game of the postseason, which is uncharted territory for Walker Valley. Bradley has been there a long time ago. It's the first time for Damon. First time we've been 12-0 since 1976. Most wins by Walker Valley this year, and they're looking proven. And they're going to have to go on the road to Clinton. That's not going to be easy. And people look at the record and say, okay, they're just 6-6, but I'm telling you, they're playing really good right now. Bradley's going to see a team again, Bearden, that they've seen already. Last game of the season, it was a Mercy Rule blowout, 46-14, which shocked all of us. Because Bearden, we thought, was the best team we'd seen all year long coming in. And maybe they were. Sometimes you have a bad night and the other team can do no wrong, and it just goes downhill real quickly, and it sort of did for Bearden. But it's going to be a big, big game. And if Bradley can win tomorrow night, they'll be at home next Friday night, taking on the winner of Riverdale and Oakland, Riverdale and Oakland winner over there from that side. So it's been a great, successful year so far. And Coach Floyd, I know this is what he's worked for. 18 years.
Unbelievable. And he's the dean of coaches in this area. Gary Owenby joins me, and so tomorrow morning we're doing something we've never done before. We're going to try this. We're doing a special edition of our Football Friday morning, which you're always involved in. We're at Bradley. We're going to do a double broadcast. We're going to be at Bradley. You and Bridget. So now you'll feel sorry for me, what I've had to deal with for 17 years.
Right.
Now you and Bridget will be at Bradley. Dwayne Williams and Andy Morris will be at Walker Valley. And it should be a very special morning.
I think it really will be. We'll be in the Fine Arts Building, by the way. Come on out there. Anybody come over.
Yep.
Plenty of seating there in the Fine Arts Building, at both places, the Fine Arts Building.
Yep.
And we'll have the coach there and talk to him and some of the players and just get their thoughts. And I know they're probably wound tighter than a banjo, as the old saying goes. I would be.
Oh, yeah.
But I've talked to him a couple times this week. He seems very relaxed and calm and everything. Outside, inwardly, I know it's got to be. I asked his wife yesterday at Bradley how he's doing. He's doing fine.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're here to talk basketball this morning, so I'm going to bring in Coach Carpenter. Coach Tinsley is joining us. And, Gary, I'm going to turn the broadcast over to you.
All right. Let's get him on up here. All right. We get these guys in here. This is Zach Carpenter, our head coach, in his third year. And our new head coach at Bradley Central, because Coach Reuter was not available. So, Amy, we're going to give you, bestow the head coaching job on you for a few days, and at least until tonight at tip-off. By the way, tonight, 6 o'clock. Tell us about what's going to happen tonight.
Yep, so tonight before the game, we're going to, of course, we tip off at 6 o'clock tonight against Lebanon, which is a very good basketball team. We saw them play in a scrimmage a couple weeks ago, and they're solid. They're going to come in here trying to beat us.
Right.
Before the game, we're going to honor last year's state championship team with the rings. We're going to have a ring ceremony starting about 5:45 before the tip-off. So we'll have our seniors that graduated coming back, and it'll be a good night to celebrate.
Oh, it's one of those things that a lot of people don't get to do. Most people don't get to do. Mm-hmm. So that's a second state championship that Reuters had in his tenure there at Bradley in 2019 and now 2023. What's the outlook for the season look like for you? And you're coaching the JV team, of course. People know that.
I am coaching the JV team. Our JV team has made a lot of strides over the summer. We've come a long way. As far as our varsity, we've got the big core three coming back that started for us last year, which is anchored by Kimora Fields, a sophomore this year.
Yeah.
We've got Harmony Ware Jr. and Avy Brewer Jr. And then stepping into a bigger role than she had last year was Grace Phillips. She's our only senior this year.
Mm-hmm.
She tore her ACL last January, and she's just now getting back in the mix of things. So we're hoping to have her back full-time by December 1st.
Well, I know Grace wanting to get back too, especially she's the only senior, and this will be her final go-around there at Bradley. The district change. What do you guys, I know I've talked to both of you, and we don't really like it, going to the District 6 with the Chattanooga group, but hey, it is what it is, and we're going to play ball. And we'll play the old schools still anyway.
It's hard to imagine Bradley and Cleveland being in different opposite brackets this year for the district, but it is what it is when TSSAA, realign the schools. It happened to fall with us, down with Ottawa and Howard and East Hamilton this year. So, district looks different, but in the end, our end goal is the same, is to win another state championship.
I was going to ask Reuter if he was here, and since he's still home snoring, I guess.
You're late down to watch him film last night.
Your opening 5 games, probably the most difficult that he's had. It's what he said in his 14 years. So tell us a little bit about that. We're going to open tonight with Lebanon. Mm-hmm. Then we got our Thanksgiving Classic. No. We got a Monday game.
We got a Monday night game down in Georgia against the defending 6A state champion, River Ridge.
Yep.
They've got 4 girls playing Division I basketball that have already signed. They're a very good basketball team. We've got film on them already. So, we're going down there to win. They called us looking for a game because they couldn't find people to play them, and we have a hard time sometimes too. So we said, let's play. We're going down there this year, and they'll come back to us next year.
Well, games like that, Reuter said, hey, we want to win, but hey, if we don't win, we'll learn from that loss. We can learn from a win too, but playing teams like that's really, because you've got them, then you got the Classic with
Stewart's Creek and Coffee. Then
we go to McMinn Central. It's the only team beat us last year.
Only team to beat us, yeah. And they didn't lose anybody last year,
right.
So it should be another good, grinded out basketball game. So we're looking forward to it.
It's a challenging schedule, and Zach, I know your schedule. You've changed things about it somewhat, and also before we go any further, though, you've changed personnel. our good friend Jordan Ollison has left us as assistant coach and gone to Florida, where he's head coach down there.
He is. He went down to LaBelle High School down in Florida, South Florida, so he's definitely got a change going from Tennessee to the beach. So he's down in, and we brought Justin Houston back, former Bear, got him back there at Bradley with us.
Well, we were talking earlier, so there's you and Justin and Colby, who's your freshman coach, 3 former Bears. Yeah. All on the same staff together. That's sort of unique and neat.
It is. I don't think you see that a whole lot. I think it's something special. You know, Bradley's a special place, means a lot to us. So we're excited to have all 3 of us working together this year.
What is your game philosophy going to be this year? Are you going to push the ball, pressure, defense, push it up offensively, or?
Yeah, we're going to try to get after people, play a little faster than we have the last couple of years. I think it plays into our athleticism that we do have this year. So we're going to try to pick the pace up a little bit and run when we can, and if not, I'll make them slow it down.
Well, tonight the girls open with Lebanon, the boys open with Silverdale Baptist, and there is a JV game prior to that too, I think.
Yes, right? JV plays at 4:30 today and against Silverdale. So.
And after that, we'll have the girls' ring ceremony for the championship game again. I know your goal is just like Reuters and everyone else is get to the Glass House in Murfreesboro. Your team coming back, who do you have? I mean, how much do you have coming back? And
returners, we got Jackson Airy, D. Reed, and Romarion Taylor all started last year. Mm-hmm. Raheem Brownlow's got some varsity experience. Hunter Fields and Keandre Butts both have varsity experience. Then we'll have a lot of new guys. 6 of them are still playing football right now, so it'll be a whole nother wave when football's over with, hopefully the second week of December after they get them a state title. So.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. We'll know tomorrow night, how things go when they play at home against Bearden again. Is your schedule, have you upped it? You've added, who have you added? I can't think off the top of my head.
So we're going to the Silverdale Thanksgiving tournament next week.
Okay. You have Knox Webb in there?
Well, a surprise, we may be going up to Knox Webb in December.
In December?
Yes.
Rather than Pensacola?
No, we're still going to Pensacola.
Oh, okay.
So I got a call about coming in, filling in. They had a team drop out of a classic. We still have 1 game available, so we may go up there on a Saturday.
Who do you have coming up after tonight's game?
We play Webb Bell Buckle on Monday.
Webb, that's who it was.
And then depending on win, lose, the next 2 days over at Silverdale, I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Is Webb Bell Buckle the game here or over there?
No, that's at Silverdale.
On
Monday.
Silverdale.
At Silverdale on Monday.
Oh, okay. I'm with there. So it's a little classic tournament.
Yeah, it's part of their tournament. McMinn Central coming up, obviously.
The old district foes, Cleveland, Walker Valley, McMinn County, we'll still play them home and away.
We will. So we play all 3 of them first semester.
And like the girls, we'll pick up our district now. It's Ooltewah, East Hamilton, Howard, and Bradley, just a 4-team district. So.
Yeah. It's going to be a little different when it comes to district play, but, it is what it is. We got to, just move on from it.
And we've been playing those teams forever anyway. And I told someone the good news about the realignment of the district is the region will be here in the Eastern time zone somewhere nearby, and we'll be going to a Central time zone a long ways off on a school night.
Yeah. No, that does make travel easier. More fans can get to the game. Cleveland do a great job of supporting our local high schools, so it's good to have it closer by.
Well, we're going to look forward to it. It starts tonight. This is Thursday. It starts tonight. We're at home for the Bears and Bears against Lebanon and Silverdale Baptist. And then it just keeps going and going. We got a great broadcast schedule this year. We'll be following the Bears and Barretts and Cleveland Raiders and Lady Raiders and Walker Valley Mustangs and Lady Mustangs throughout the season. Take it all the way to the end. Let's see how far we can take it.
Absolutely.
That's Coach Zach Carpenter of the Bradley Bears and Amy Tense, the assistant coach, standing in for the disgraced Jason Reuter. He's probably listening, so I hope he is. Here on Mix 104.1. We're at Hardee's here on 25th Street. Come on out and join us. Got a good crowd here and some more coming up for you. So come join us at Hardee's on 25th Street. We'll take a break right now and be back with more interviews in just a moment.
Hey, listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Have you been thinking about trading, but lack of inventory and high interest rates have you holding off? Well, the wait is over. Cleveland Ford has plenty of vehicles to choose from and 2.9% financing available. So come see us or simply click this ad to get pre-approved.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Mix 1041 and Honda Cleveland are giving one deserving firefighter in our area a chance to win a 2023 Honda Civic. Nominate your favorite firefighter today at mymix1041.com.
The Smart Factory Institute presents the 9th annual Peak Performance Symposium on October 20th at the Smart Factory in the Pie Center in Cleveland. Join industry peers as they share manufacturing best practices and speak on a variety of advanced manufacturing topics while learning how manufacturers are maintaining a competitive advantage in the areas of trade, technology, and talent. This year's symposium is sponsored by Mueller and will conclude with a tour of the Duracell manufacturing facility. Tickets are limited. Register at peakperformanceinc.com.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Mermaid Mattress. Grab a cozy twin mattress for only $99. Count on us to help you get a better night's sleep this holiday season.
Now, from Local 3 News, it's coverage you can count on.
Good morning. Mostly cloudy to cloudy skies for your Wednesday. We're looking at very little change in our temperatures today. So in the 50s this morning with afternoon highs around 61. There will be a chance for a few spotty sprinkles, light showers here and there, most likely south of Chattanooga with wind from the northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight will remain mostly cloudy with lows in the mid 40s to 52 degrees. And then on Thursday, partly sunny. It'll warm up again with highs from 65 to 70. I'm Local 3 meteorologist Allison Pryor.
Now, from Local 3 News, It's coverage you can count on.
Good morning. Mostly cloudy to cloudy skies for your Wednesday. We're looking at very little change in our temperatures today. So in the 50s this morning with afternoon highs around 61. There will be a chance for a few spotty sprinkles, light showers here and there, most likely south.
Have you heard? The Town Squire's ready for UT football. Football attire, sports shirts, t-shirts, socks, and more. Stop in and check out their selection. Volunteer Traditions, Johnny O, Cutter and Buck, Peter Millar, and Turtleson. Larry and his staff at the Town Squire ready to assist you with your UT wardrobe. Since 1977, the shop that appreciates the customer. Welcome back, everyone. Our Basketball Tipoff Show, our annual broadcast. We're live at Hardee's on 25th Street in Cleveland. Thanks so much to J&S Restaurant, to Hardee's and Nicole Mooreshead, the entire staff here. Of course, Mark Johnson and Julia Scoggins. Bridget, a quick check of our Simmons Bank celebration list.
Okay, happy birthday to John Dixon today, legend of Polk County. That is from a friend. Here. Yeah. Also, Larry Long is celebrating a birthday today as well. Ben Sluter is 18, a senior at TCPS. Happy birthday to him. And then Rick Ledford is having a birthday today. Landon Ezel is also celebrating today. That is from Uncle Joey and Auntie Heather. And then Weston Melton is having a birthday today. Weston is 9 years old today. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. Simmons Bank works hard to help make their customers' dreams come true. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
All right, coming up, we're going to talk with our Cleveland High School coaches with Terry Evans. But first, I want to remind everyone, hey, we're running out of time here if you want to win our Mix 1041 Black Friday shopping blowout presented by Cleveland Insurance. One person wins $1,000 from Cleveland Insurance, plus they get chauffeured around in a Jeep Wagoneer on Black Friday morning to all their favorite stores. They can bring 3 friends, plus free breakfast from Hardee's, free lunch from Chick-fil-A. That is at... I'm getting dirty looks over here. That's from our friends, and everybody loves each other. The only way to win, though, is on the Mix 1041 app. Do you have our free app? Courtesy of CHI Memorial. Download for free at mymix1041.com. All right, Dwayne Williams is going to join me now, and it's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, hello human kindness. Dwayne, we look forward to this morning every year.
I'm telling you what, when you come here to Hardee's, not only is the breakfast fantastic, but the company's pretty good too, especially when you get Gary and Terry and the rest of the guys and the coaches to kind of get them. It's fresh. Everybody's excited because the season's just really getting underway now, and it's always exciting to come and do this broadcast.
It certainly is, and I tell you, I really appreciate Austin Chadwick, Getty, and Ratcliffe, their handling of this event every year. All right. Padres, Blake Snell, Yankees, Garrett Cole are the Cy Young Award winners. What'd you make of that?
Yeah, that's probably accurate. Both of them had great seasons. I think the thing I'm looking forward to in Major League Baseball, I think today's the MVP announcement, and should be Ronald Acuna Jr. should be a landslide for that for the Atlanta Braves. So that's what I'm hoping to see a little bit later.
Braves got some big news yesterday. The Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett, invested in the Atlanta Braves yesterday. We understand some $8 million, which is a very small investment for him, but still, that's a big deal. Hey, Dwayne, we got word from Lake Forest Middle School from our buddy Andy Jenkins, the dean of students there, about some stuff last night.
Yeah, the 6th grade Lady Bruins defeat Cleveland Middle 38-12, but CMS 6th grade boys defeat Lake Forest 25-32. The Bruins wrestling takes the mat today at the Forest, and they'll take on McMinn County. So middle school, we love to get those scores, Steve. So anybody that's out there that's a coach, AD, make sure you get us those scores. We like to add them to the report in the mornings.
All right, tomorrow morning at the same time, we'll have a very special edition of Football Friday morning, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. We will be live in 2 locations because of the historic nature, Dwayne, of tomorrow night. We have, for the first time in this community's history, 2 of our teams in the quarterfinal state football playoffs at the same time. You and Andy Morris will be at Walker Valley High School in the Fine Arts Center tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a good time. Candace Belt, the principal there, says she's got some special things lined up for us. We're definitely looking forward to that. I know Bridget and Gary is going to be at Bradley. They've got some things lined up for that. So it's going to be a really cool broadcast in the morning to kind of get the feel how the spirit is going there for the schools to really go this deep in the playoffs is awesome.
And the state high school football quarterfinals tomorrow night. Walker Valley at Knoxville Clinton, 7 o'clock kickoff on 99.1 FM and the Mix 104.1 app. Bradley will host Knoxville Bearden tomorrow night at Bear Stadium in the quarterfinals on Talk 101.3 The Buzz and the Mix app. And then Hardee's Friday Night Blitz with Andy Jenkins, maybe Ryan Lovelace. I don't know if he's available.
Who knows?
Who knows? Who cares? But anyway, no. That's Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. The 20th anniversary continues on Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv. Tickets for the Bradley game are available early at the Town Squire. Other games tomorrow night in 3A, Giles County at Meigs County, and then in Division 2 AA, Davidson Academy at the undefeated Boyd Buchanan with Gary Rankin. And then Division 2 AAA, oh my goodness, MBA at McCallie, the longtime rivalry game in Knox Catholic at Baylor. We're live at Hardee's. Going to take a quick timeout, come back with the Cleveland High story. The voice of the Blue Raiders, Terry Evans, will join us in just a moment.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
It's going to be a least expensive cremation and funeral option facility. The good thing about Serenity is a big spacious facility. Chapel seats over 200 people, 3 big visitation rooms there. We also offer a discounted funeral service there, $4,900. That'll be the casket included in our services, and you won't feel stressed about your facilities. You'll have plenty of space there. If it's a $995 cremation or a $4,900 funeral, we're going to still give them first-class professional service as we would treat our own family with.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe? Candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our 3rd generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our 4th generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Oh, yes, an inside look at Hardee's. You see Paul Sawsville just sitting there. You're right in the camera, Paul. There he is. It's like the Today Show coming by the windows. All right, we're going to talk Walker Valley in just a few minutes, but first, the voice of the Blue Raiders, Terry Evans. How are you, buddy?
It's a good day to be at Hardee's.
It's always a good day to be at Hardee's.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm going to turn things over to you now as we're going to talk about Cleveland High School.
Thank you, Steve. We want to welcome in Bianca Hensley, the new girls basketball coach here at Cleveland High. We're not at Cleveland High, but
got a chance to see the basketball go through the net, so hopefully that gives us confidence moving forward.
Absolutely. Some of the key people that you're counting on this year for a successful season?
I'm going to start with my seniors. Micaiah Westfield, I think she kind of ignited us on Tuesday night. She had a big and one, and then she hit a big three, and she's so versatile. She's about 5'8". She can play inside and out, and is a really big piece to our puzzle this year. Callie Brewer is another starter for us. She's about a 5'8" forward, undersized, can play in and out for us, and did a really good job of actually getting us going Tuesday night, had our first 4 points for us.
Okay.
Kate Droke is another senior. Kate actually did not score on Tuesday night, but oh my goodness, she had so many effort plays on the defensive glass, getting rebounds, hustling, getting steals. So she was all over the place. And then our junior group, we're led by Lauren Hurst. She's coming off a state championship, 6'3" kid that's very versatile. She had 12 points for us. We're expecting her to have a big junior year for us. Emma Smith, she's another kid that had a huge night for us on Tuesday night, and hopefully, her performance on Tuesday night gives her a lot of confidence. She had 4 threes for us, and so that was tremendous for her. And then Tamaya Tanner came off the bench for us and was a really big spark for us as well. In our sophomore class, Elianis Rodriguez, she was our starting point guard for us Tuesday night, and
she's come a long
gosh,
way.
she's so gritty and so relentless, and that's like our motto this year. It's been relentless, and she's that head for us that starts all of our defensive presses and does a really good job of just getting all over opponents. But she came in and had a really big night for us on Tuesday night, hit 2 big threes for us and got us going. And then we had Tessa Clark. She's a sophomore, came off the bench, hit a big 3 towards the end of the game. And then our freshman, Lainey Copeland, she's a freshman that's getting a lot of minutes, a lot of quality minutes. Oh, my goodness, she was such a spark plug on Tuesday night, came in and got her stuff going. I think she had a floater off the baseline, hit 2 threes, and so we are definitely expecting big things out of her as a freshman. And then rounding out but with Izzy Smith. Izzy came off the bench for us and just played really hard for us. And so that kind of rounds out our group with Sarah Grace Ledner. She's injured right now, but we're expecting to get her back soon.
That's a great start on the summation of the first game, but you go to a tough place that in the past has been hard for Cleveland to win at. That's Stone Memorial up there tomorrow night.
It is, yeah. We picked up that game about 2 weeks ago, so we're going up there. It should be a good environment. Obviously, Stone Memorial has been a really good team, like you said in the past. We watched them a little bit on film. They love to push and transition. Most of their offense goes through their big, and so they're a veteran team. They have a lot of seniors, and so going on the road is definitely not easy. But hopefully, we go in and have that confidence from Tuesday night and play well.
The rest of the schedule before Christmas, you're playing some good people before the holidays. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I was talking to Joe Kennan about that. If you look at our schedule, there's no cupcakes in our schedule, and obviously, that's the way I want it. I want us to be battle tested to get ready for postseason basketball. But around Christmas, we are going to Loudoun, and we could potentially meet up with McMinn Central, and they're very talented this year and return most of their kids, and they have a really good freshman too. And then after Christmas, we're going to the Tennessee Report, where we may play York, and they're at the state tournament. I feel like every year, obviously they have Reese Beatty, and so we have some really good matchups throughout November and December. So next week we'll go to Farragut and play in their Thanksgiving tournament as well with some really quality competition there.
Oh, yes. And then you have Bearden coming to Cleveland High. They won the state a couple of years ago. You have Oak Ridge coming, and that's an interesting story because both of their coaches used to coach at Cleveland, and so it's a very interesting pre-Christmas schedule.
It is. If you look at that December schedule, I think we open up with Knox Webb at home, and then I think we host Bearden, and Bearden they have everyone back besides one kid that signed to go to Florida State, and so they have a really good guard. And then also, too, we follow up that with Bradley. So that's our Tuesday, Friday. So very competitive. We're looking forward to the competition.
Let's talk just a second about the 2 people that are helping you this year. We got to give them some credit, too.
Yeah, absolutely. First is my husband, Martin Hensley. He's been with me now. I guess it's our second school together. Actually, third school. We were at Lexington High School. That was my first head coaching job. So he spent the last 2 years there with me. And then we transitioned into Stewart's Creek High School, and he was there with me all 4 years. And then obviously he's helping out here. And so, he played baseball at Freed-Hardeman. So that's how we met. And so just got that basketball connection as well. And then Holly Rogers, obviously, she's a legend here at Cleveland High
She
School,
is,
and
yeah.
her jersey's retired, and so she also does a phenomenal job with our middle school as well. And so that rounds out my assistant coaches for this year.
And speaking of legends, I'm talking with a SEC legend. And you were named, I think, this past summer as a SEC legend. Tell us about your time at Ole Miss.
Yeah, I think that honestly shaped me of, who I am as a person and also a coach. My years at Ole Miss was wonderful. I played for Carl Ross, which was in the WNBA for a little bit coaching, and then also Renee Ladner. And so I have to give big props to my college coaches. They kind of shaped me into the coach I am today. I kind of take everything from them. So I had a great 4 years there. I know you wanted me to tell you a little story, I guess.
I want an Ole Miss story.
Ole Miss story. I think the biggest thing for me was going to play at Thompson-Boling Arena at Tennessee. Obviously, being from Tennessee, playing at Tennessee was super special. Obviously, that was when Pat Summitt was there. I can remember on senior night, my senior year, playing at Tennessee. It was their senior night. Pat Summitt, she gave us flowers as seniors.
Really?
And had us all come out middle of the floor, gave us flowers and just thanked us for our time being there for 4 years, playing at Ole Miss. And so I thought that was just such a nice gesture for her.
That's classy.
And obviously
right there.
she's one of the best coaches to ever coach the game. And so very classy move by her. So
now that's a great story.
Yeah.
Now, during the games this year, when I talked to you after the game, we need some more interesting Ole Miss stories,
Okay.
Players you played against, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And but anyway, Bianca, I don't think Coach Tucker is here, so we'll talk about the Cleveland Blue Raiders just for a second. The information I know is that 7 seniors graduated last year, and so the scores left, of course, being seniors. So he's got a new group this year, and I'm sure he's working them hard, and he's got some football players that are just now probably getting toward basketball shape.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the football players came back, I want to say this past week. So they've been practicing, getting ready to go. I know they have their first game on Saturday where they host 2 opponents. I think they played East Ridge and one more opponent on Saturday afternoon.
Yes, East Ridge at 1, Chattanooga Central at 4. And but now a couple of the football players got banged up during football. L.J. Adams, he's a great athlete, basketball, football, whatever. He had a shoulder injury that he's trying to get over. And then Braden Carroll, a young sophomore, led Cleveland's receiving corps, got a concussion the last game of the year, which was unfortunate, but hopefully he'll be back in a couple of weeks. So it'll be interesting to see how this new team gels. Reggie will have them going. He said before that they had a real good summer, and so he'll play an exciting brand of basketball too.
Yeah, absolutely. Reggie does a really good job with the boys, so I'm sure they're going to be definitely ready for Saturday night's matchup.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to be the Cleveland portion of the program here at Hardee's tonight, and so we'll take a break and come back with more basketball here on the morning show on Mix 104.1. Thanks to Bianca Hensley for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year, offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices, keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
At Cleveland Ford, we had a bright idea. Let's make this a great holiday season with 2.9% financing. Let's give discounts up to $10,000, plus let's give trade assistance cash too. Let us show you how at Cleveland Ford.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland.
We probably have the best facilities in the area. They're very spacious, accommodating. We have 4 big visitation rooms, big chapel. We can live stream services as well now, have that capability. I enjoy serving and ministering to that family. That's the thing I'm doing. I'm a servant. I just love helping families at the worst time of their life. I feel like God's given me something to work with, and I try to use His ministry. We treat your family like they're our family.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at job.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe, candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Elevate your siding projects with Cleveland Exteriors. Ascend fiberglass siding built with lasting beauty and low maintenance. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional siding. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, really, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
So I guess for over 44 years now, our recipe for success has been rather simple. Just make the best mattresses that we can, offer them at the best price we can to our loyal customers, and hopefully we'll get some more in the Chattanooga area. Now we're into our 3rd generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our 4th generation too.
Mermaid mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
The Smart Factory Institute presents the 9th annual Peak Performance Symposium on October 20th at the Smart Factory in the Pie Center in Cleveland. Join industry peers as they share manufacturing best practices and speak on a variety of advanced manufacturing topics while learning how manufacturers are maintaining a competitive advantage in the areas of trade, technology, and talent. This year's symposium is sponsored by Mueller and will conclude with a tour of the Duracell manufacturing facility. Tickets are limited. Register at peakperformanceinc.com.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means 1 person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Temporary government funding package.
On this vote, the yeas are 87, the nays are 11.
The Senate passing the bill, sending it to President Biden for his signature. The president met Wednesday with Chinese President Xi in San Francisco with agreements on military communications, AI, and curbing fentanyl.
We're taking action to significantly reduce the flow of precursor chemicals and pill presses from China to the Western Hemisphere. It's going to save lives, and I appreciate President Xi's commitment on this issue.
President Biden also speaking on the Israel-Hamas war.
But I can tell you, I don't think it ultimately ends until there's a two-state solution. I've made it clear to the Israelis, I think it's a big mistake for them to think they're going to occupy Gaza.
America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at Logan. Welcome back, everyone. We are live from Hardee's on 25th Street. It's our annual Basketball Tipoff Show, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group, and all of our high school athletic coverage is. We're at Hardee's on 25th. In just a moment, we're going to hear about Walker Valley High School and then Lee University, followed by Cleveland State. But first, to begin the hour, let's check the streets, Bridget, find out what's happening.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol Report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's time again for Don Ledford in Cleveland's November Black Friday pre-owned sales event. That means it's time to save big on a Don Ledford pre-owned vehicle during this fantastic annual event. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. And as always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA, where all are welcome with membership solutions for everyone, regardless of income. Find out more at ymcachattanooga.org.
Bridget, while we're here, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. 8:05, live from Hardee's on 25th.
Okay, happy birthday to John Dixon today. His friend says that he is legend in Polk County, so happy birthday to John today. Larry Long is also celebrating. Ben Sluter is 18 today, a senior at TCPS. Rick Ledford is celebrating today. Landon Ezell also celebrating. That is from Uncle Joey and Auntie Heather. And then Weston Melton is 9 years old today. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have the products and services to help make your dreams come true. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
All right, we are back live from Hardee's. I want to turn things things over to Terry Evans, who's going to talk to Will Campbell and Paul Sawsville about what's happening at Walker Valley basketball. Terry, I'm going to send the broadcast over to you right here. We got these old guys trying to get up out of the booth. That's really embarrassing. Both Lee guys, and here you got Lee University, and we got Walker Valley. Hey, Will, how are you? Get on in here.
Okay. This is the Walker Valley portion of the tip-off program here on the morning show on Mix 104.1. Will Campbell, Paul Sawsville. Let's start with Paul. He's the new head coach of the girls. And, Paul, you a longtime assistant. In fact, helped Will the last few years. And tell us about taking over the Lady Mustangs.
Well, I tell people all the time, I learned a lot from Will and Diane these last 5 years. I coached the middle school ball as a young fellow right out of Lee, but coming to the high school and varsity basketball, it's just this next thing, right? So I'll be honest with you, we're running a lot of the same stuff. So on Monday night's game, we played and then they played, and I've had a few girls sitting beside me and behind me, and it was like, hey, watch this, they're about to run our play. And so, we're getting to learn from the boys' action because of those connections that are still there. So,
well, that's great.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Lady Mustangs for 23-24.
Okay. Monday night started well. Chloe Poe running the point. She had a career-high 10 assists. Good. And that was just a testimony to we have changed the pace of play. And so getting up and down and just telling these girls, if you run, she will find you, and we did. Jalea is our backup point guard. She also starts, but when Chloe goes out, she takes over. And she had 3 assists and only 1 turnover, so our point guards were 13 assists and 3 turnovers. And so it was a good night to be able to reflect and go, everything that we've been trying to implement, it's at least a good start. Now, Warren County on Saturday will be a good test for us because we lost to them twice last year, including the region game that we were in. So we're excited to get there and see where it's going to take us.
They were one of the better teams that I saw last year, and I don't know how many they lost, but they'll be a good opponent.
Yeah, for sure. They lost some, but they've got plenty. We've already watched some film. They've got shooters, and they've got some girls that will bang down low in the paint, and so we've got our hands full for sure. But as a staff, we love to watch film. All 4 of us have been digging in and just seeing what we can do to prepare. So we'll be ready.
The starting 5 as of today, doesn't mean it'll be that way tomorrow, but the starting 5 as of today.
Yeah, 5 starters. So, that's a lot of fun with Chloe Poe, Ashlyn Pierce, Jalea Lindsay, Madison Bischoff, and Alyssa Earls. So they've been playing together for a long time and even started together last year. Right. So a lot of chemistry there. That was already set in place. As a coach, that helps a bunch. So they're excited. I was telling the paper, they don't only like each other, they love each other. And so
it makes a difference.
It makes a big difference.
It surely does.
Yep.
Biggest challenge for you as a new head coach this year thus far?
My most honest answer?
Now wait, I expect honesty from you. Now if I ask Will a question,
of course, it's going to go a different direction. I get it.
Okay?
I get it. No. Sarah is my assistant coach.
Yes.
So the most challenging part is when we get home, when do we lay that down and take care of our children, take care of our dog, do some laundry and dishes, when do we start talking about other things? So that really has, in all honesty, that's been the biggest challenge, but we've done pretty well about that, just going eye to eye and saying, all right, let's just take a breath. We'll come back to it because it's going to be rolling again tomorrow. So that part right there. The coaching part, I think, has just been, we see a lot of potential in these girls, and we want them to see themselves as we see them. We have said that quite a few times to them. It started with a conversation amongst our coaching staff because it's there, it's within them, and we're just trying to draw it out.
That's a great answer, and I love your honesty about, the big thing is you and your wife are 100%. Coaching together.
That's right.
So anyway,
we're having a blast, though. Well, we wouldn't do anything differently right now.
tell us about the boys. You got one, I think, at Tennessee Tech. You got one or two at Walker. Tell us about the family.
So Seth came through the program, played for us, and he's up there. He's in athletic training. I mean, my man had 4 hip surgeries in high school.
Wow.
And so he is really drawing on that experience, like in class. I mean, he's in anatomy and physiology right now, and I mean, like, he started off so hard, and he has just continued to learn, and he's loving that experience. Caleb's a senior this year, had 5 threes this week, and so that was a good start for him. It was real
Stealing
fun.
my thunder, man. That's sorry.
Hey, this is my son. I got to go with it.
No.
Here's the surprise of the family. Isaac is our sophomore, and
Yes.
he was put in the starting lineup. I'm looking at Will going, really? I mean, like, we figured he'd play a role. He's super excited. I mean, he's put on 25 pounds since his freshman year.
Wow.
I mean, he's grown probably another 1.5 inches, so, I mean, he's excited, and he's just ready to play a role. So to have them in there and to watch them together as a dad is a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's great. Paul, we appreciate you being here today.
Absolutely.
And,
Thanks for having me.
congratulations on being the new girls coach.
Thanks.
I think everybody feels that you're going to do a great job with those girls, and you and your wife know basketball backwards and forwards, so it'll be a good time.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. We're looking forward to it.
Will, welcome aboard, bud.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Will Campbell, one of my favorite people to give a hard time to.
Yeah.
And so anyway, let's talk about the Mustangs for this year.
Yeah. Well, we had like Paul said, we had a good start on Monday as well. Played all 15 guys. We're able to get everybody in, and we're going to be. And that's a thing that we're going to do for a little while. I think we're pretty deep. We got a really good group of young guys that have come up, sophomores, and then a big group of juniors as well. Only 4 seniors, but just trying to figure out lineups and who is going to be in that rotation, down the stretch and that sort of thing. I think it's going to take us a little while. I mean, it's a lot of talent, those that we have. It's just young talent a lot right now, and we kind of inexperienced at the varsity level. We have a few guys that have played some varsity minutes quite a bit, and then a few that have just got sort of spot minutes along the way. But just kind of trying to figure out, like, okay, who plays well together. What can these guys do? What can they do well? What can they not do as well? Is going to take us some time, I think. But having said that, I mean, I think it was, I don't know, we had a 20-something point lead at halftime. So figuring it out doesn't mean that we're struggling at all. It just means we got to figure out some things. As the season goes on, it gets tighter. The games get tighter. The competition gets a little tougher. The scouts get better. But everybody knows what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. So, that's going to be our challenge going forward, is just kind of figuring out the depth that we have and how to use that, to our advantage. It's a good problem to have. I'd rather have that problem than be looking at the bench like, man, we got nobody to throw in there. So we definitely don't have that problem. That's a good thing for us this year. And they're just good guys, man. They're fun to be around, and they're fun to come to practice with. They compete with each other. They're, it's a good group. So, I feel blessed to.
A couple of names.
Well, he mentioned Caleb had a really good game Monday. Was hit 5. I think he was. I don't even remember what he was. 5 of 9 or something like that from 3. He had 17 in the game. Cash Coates is back, obviously, and he was, great for us the last couple years, so I expect that again from him. Luke Smith and Sam Taylor are the other 2 seniors that will be playing. Graham Campbell started for us at the point on Monday, and Isaac started in that group as well, along with Caleb and Cash. And so, there's just, we got to. And then a lot of those young guys, a lot of the sophomores, I could sit here and name names, but, Ashton Davis, Cale Coates, Cash's younger brother, Turner Clayton's coming up. And even in that junior class, Coleman Green, he's a shooter for us. Eli Bain played well on Monday. Tucker Campbell, my other son, the twins with Graham, played good for us. And I'm sure I'm leaving somebody out. I apologize, but there's like I said, there's a lot of depth, and unless I had a note page right here, I'm probably going to forget somebody.
Though.
And I hadn't had any coffee yet. I should have got some coffee like Paul. That might have helped me out.
Paul's ahead of you and I.
He is. But, like I said, we have a lot of depth. And even we got some guys that are football guys that haven't come back yet. Landon Shirk, who transferred in, is not going to be eligible till after Christmas. So, we'll be – what we look like right now may look different than mid-January. I imagine it probably will.
I'm going to give my first prediction of the basketball season.
All right.
And I'm sincere in this. I think it's always been a history up at Walker Valley. You guys peak when money's on the table at tournament time, and I think Paul will do the same with the ladies. I think, December, early January, just getting to know the personnel and what to expect, but you guys come February, you'll have them exactly where you want them.
Well, that's the game plan every year. Sure. Whether or not we get there is yet to be seen. But we had a couple tough scrimmages on Thursday of last week, and we took a couple on the chin there. And I told the guys, I said, hey, as far as I know, nobody wins championships in November.
Right.
So stick to what we're doing. Trust the process of what we're trying to figure out here, and buy into it, buy into each other. And that's a big thing with this team. If our guys will do that, if they will believe in each other and trust each other, because we have a lot of guys that can do a lot of things.
Right.
So it's not just going to be like, Cash has got to go out and have 30 for us to win this game. I don't think it's going to necessarily be that night in and night out for us. I'm not going to complain if he goes out and has 30 every night, trust me. But, I think that's going to be part of it with this team, and it is going to be maybe at times some growing pains, but hopefully, like you said, we got our eyes set in that mid-February time, and if we're playing good by Valentine's Day, I usually feel pretty good about it.
It's a happy Valentine.
Yeah, exactly.
That's going to wrap up the Walker Valley portion of the Tipoff Show here at Hardee's on 25th Street. We'll be back in a moment with more basketball on Mix 104.1.
A name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply has been serving the Southeast for over 75 years. Whether you need plumbing, electrical, or HVAC supplies, Wholesale Supply can provide you with the products that you need to complete any job, big or small. Supplying brands such as Kohler, Delta, Rinnai, Progress Lighting, and so many more. With 32 locations across the Southeast, Wholesale Supply is your hometown plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Attention shoppers, learn more about our Picky Promise.
This produce looks amazing, and it smells so fresh. Food City is as picky about produce as I am, and that's hard to do. But they make it look easy with their Picky Promise. If it's ever not fresh, they'll replace it.
That's cool. And I thought their helpful certified butchers were the coolest thing about this place.
It's all here.
Nobody does food like Food City.
At some point in your life, you may be faced with a legal challenge, whether it be a personal injury, a business dispute, or family matter. Our goal is to overcome your legal obstacles and get your life back on track.
If you or a loved one have been injured or have legal issues confronting you and your family, talk with someone on our team. We will investigate your problem to determine the facts and the law. Working together, we can develop a plan to obtain the result you deserve.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Everyone there at the Porsche dealership are so personable and very knowledgeable that we just keep coming back. What I was looking for was a sport utility that was sporty and attractive and had the ability to perform to my expectations. The service department goes above and beyond with their routine service maintenance, and they get me out of there quickly. Chattanooga Auto Square. Luxury lives here.
Why now come to Best Buy Metals?
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
At Cleveland Ford, we had a bright idea. Let's make this a great holiday season with big discounts, attractive financing, and trade-in assistance cash to help our customers get the most for their trade. So that's what we're doing. All this month, we have 2.9% financing for 60 months available. We have discounts up to $10,000. We have up to $2,000 in bonus cash available. Plus, buy now and get no payments till February of next year. Let us show you how at Cleveland Ford.
To 54. And then on Friday, mostly cloudy. We will have a chance for some scattered showers. These will primarily affect our area Friday afternoon through the evening time. I'm Local 3 meteorologist Allison Pryor.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business.
Now, well, there's the outskirts of Hardee's, Nicole. What are we seeing here?
You are looking at our candied bacon and our $5.99 star deals.
Oh.
So if you're thinking about lunch today, that's where you want to come to Hardee's for lunch today.
Now, Nicole, like I was saying, I will be here for Thanksgiving. We were just having that conversation.
Yes.
I'll be in town. And so everybody come on over. Mrs. Hartline's listening, so everybody just come on over. It's fine.
Make sure you have enough turkey for all of us, because my kids can eat.
That's a problem then. All right, so we're back here. Nicole Morrishead, if you're just joining us on the hour here, we're at Hardee's on 25th Street, our basketball tip-off show. But first, we want to talk about something new happening between Hardee's and J&S Restaurants and Lee University. And Nicole, I'll start with you because, like we said in the very beginning of the broadcast, education and J&S and Hardee's just have gone together for over 50 years.
Yes, it's a long time. You know, we have deep roots with Lee University, so we're super excited about this new partnership we're working on for this next year. So just ties into all the things that we do and just supporting the local schools and community.
Carmen Lastoria, what does it mean to you at Lee University?
Well, you know, we want to be connected with championship organizations in our community. That's what we're all about. And, you know, Lee University has had a long-standing relationship with J&S Restaurants and Hardee's, and so we're excited to expand that into athletics. We just unveiled a brand new mobile app, so make sure to download it. Go to the App Store, Lee Flames mobile app. It's your one-stop shop for all things Lee Athletics. And Hardee's is the proud sponsor of that mobile app. So we're just so grateful for Nicole and J&S Restaurants and Hardee's for their support of Lee University Athletics. And it's a championship partnership. Two great organizations in our community partnering together.
John Maupin's athletic director at Lee University. John, what does this sort of partnership mean to you and Lee?
Well, when we were looking at adding some corporate partners, the big thing for us was, do they line up with community impact? You know, when I think about Lee Athletics and our impact in Bradley County and the city, you know, that's what it's about to us, whether it's summer camps, our events on campus. And so, you know, for us to partner up with Hardee's and J&S, that was just, went together very well. So
very, very good. And John, while we've got you, we've just come through a very successful homecoming period at Lee University. It's been just a tremendous time. Really
That's
is.
right. Yeah, we had a lot of people back on campus. It was great to see, and looking forward to a big basketball season ahead. So
certainly so. Nicole, it seems like you're going somewhere. I didn't understand this. I didn't understand this was an accident. Oh, we're not. You know what? It's that we're not talking about the Chicago Cubs, so she's leaving. Or the Bears. Let's talk about the Bears.
Rough year for the Bears.
I'm a Falcons fan. He's a Browns fan. You want to talk about that? Oh, okay.
We can relate. We can commiserate
no,
together.
not this year. Browns are good. All right, Carmen, I'm going to turn things over to you. And we're going to get our coaches here. There they are.
Hey, sounds good.
Bubba and Marty.
Thanks, Nicole.
Carmen, over to you.
All right, here we've got Coach Marty Rowe, our Lee women's basketball coach, and, of course, Coach Bubba Smith, as we're talking Lee Flames basketball here as we get ready to tip off the 2023-24 season. So let me go over here and start with Coach Marty Rowe. Coach, you had, when you recruit so well, you got to replace really good players. And let's talk about Haley Schubert, one of the best players to ever come through the program, 2,000 points in her career. You're tasked with having to replace her, and so some new faces in the rotation, some new players that you're going to count on this year. Let's start with Mallory Hampton, who came in last year, and she's off to a great start, averaging 23.5 points after the first weekend. So talk about this new lineup and what you're looking for out of this team.
Well, I mean, the lineup, we just don't know what it is yet, to be honest with you, outside of Mallory, if you want to be completely honest about it. We're searching right now for what works and what doesn't work because, like you said, it is a new team. We have a lot of familiar faces, but when you put them in different roles, you have to see how that's going to work and how that's going to gel. But, obviously Mal was great down at Huntsville when we opened up against Tampa and Florida Southern and gave us a chance to be in, that first game. And then, we've got to get some people around her that are playing better on both ends of the court. And if we do that, we have enough people that can do that. We just got to find the right combinations for sure.
And we go over here to Coach Bubba Smith. And, Coach, you guys got off to a great start last week against Edward Waters, a dominating victory. It seems like this team, the strength of this team is depth and its energy. You and I have talked about this, but talk about some of those players that just come in, their instant energy, their instant impact. It's a fun team to watch.
Yeah, and I think, some of that is just, we've had such a veteran team. I think with this COVID stuff, with extra years, with red shirts, we've had guys that have been here for 4 or 5, sometimes 6 years. And so I think when some of those guys move on and they graduate and move on, that you got new energy that comes in. But you also got new roles. You got new guys like stepping into bigger roles. And so I think guys are really trying to take advantage of that. And so, and if you looked at that game on Saturday, guys like Tariq Dalton coming off the bench, you got guys, Willie Walton. You got guys who's coming off a redshirt year. You got Jamarcus Wilkins. He's a freshman big who's coming in and bringing really, really good energy for us. And so, and again, those guys are we've seen, and again, like us, our ability to make runs. When our bench comes in right now, and that's good to see. And so, and I think it keeps those guys that are in your starting rotation on their toes every single day in practice. Sure. And practices are really competitive. So, we're still going to have, and again, I think a young team in some areas, in some ways. But I think this team probably has the most room for growth than we've had any team in the last couple of years, and that's going to be fun. It's going to be a challenge at times. We'll hit some bumps along the road, I'm sure, but we're looking forward to that growth and what it looks like.
It's the Mix 104.1 Tip-Off Show. We're live here from Hardee's on 25th Street. Carmen LaStory with Coach Marty Rowe, Coach Bubba Smith here from the Lee University Flames. And, Coach, let's talk about the local impact, the local talent on this team. I know that's been a point of emphasis. We've talked all morning long with some of our high school coaches, and I know it's important to both of you guys, to keep the local talent right here in their own backyard playing for Lee University. So talk about some of those players that you've got on your team.
Well, Anna Mahonen from Bradley Central is back, and she's coming back from an injury last year, and obviously it's just trying to get back into playing shape, getting used to back to that feel of when you're on the court and you're having to expend energy on both ends. And certainly we need her to be good, and we need her to be effective on both ends of the court for us. And then Kara Williams is another a Cleveland kid that's coming back from double knee surgery. She had knee surgery in the high school. We redshirted her so she could get healthy as a freshman. Then she hurts it when she comes back, and now she hasn't played in 3 years, and she's getting comfortable. Her little sister Mila is on our team. She's got a huge upside, and and we're looking forward to seeing how she can grow. And then Callie Brewer from Polk County is just a tough kid that comes in and works really hard every day in practice. But, that goes back to, it's Ray County. That's where Mal and Haley Cameron are from. So, this area, East Tennessee basketball is great. East Tennessee basketball on the women's side is every kid grew up and every mama grew up and aunt grew up wanting to play for Pat Summit. And so it's a great place to recruit from. And we've got to continue to lean on our local community, and we've got great local coaches too, which makes this transition really easy for a lot. It doesn't make it easy; it makes it easier when they can transition and go to college basketball. But yeah, we got a bunch of local people on our team are very, very important to us.
Coach Smith, what do you think the identity of this team is? Obviously, it's early in the year, but is there a word or an identity that you really like that you think describes this team, at least early on here?
Well, I think we've been a team that has built it around defense. We've led the league, I think, 6 out of the last 7 years in defensive field goal percentage, and so that has to continue to be our focus. But just being connected, I think, is really, really important. And so having a good locker room, having a locker room that is really unselfish, that plays together. And again, it's always been staples of our teams that guys share it. Even when we got really good players, all conference players, we got a lot of guys that can beat you, each night. And so we've seen that again early in the preseason, that we've got a team that's really unselfish, that really shares the basketball. I think that really starts with, like, Beyond Hendricks, our point guard. You're talking about local products. Beyond, Baylor kid, and from Cleveland, Tim Vaughn, Notre Dame, Chattanooga kid. And so, but it starts with Beyond, and I think, as our leader, as our captain, he's just really unselfish. Like, he really, really wants what's best for the team. He's an unselfish point guard, and he's a really, really smart point guard. And so I think he sets the tone for that. And he's, like I said, he's a great leader and models that every single day.
Coach Marty Rowe, let's talk about home court advantage. Walker Arena, there's nothing like it. So as we have the listeners out there that are thinking about coming to games and supporting the Flames and Lady Flames, just how important is that for you guys to play in front of a great crowd like that?
Well, I think we rely on our community a lot. I think what's happened over the last several years is, especially since Bubba's been here too, is that our community's embraced both of our teams. And that's what we need. We need that. We need that energy, especially when our students are around. Our students are gone for a lot of our league games. Used to, when we were in NAI, we could control that schedule.
Right.
We're not really under control of our schedule a lot during breaks and things. And so being able to have people come out, local teams, local coaches. I see Cleveland State over here. They come to our practices. And it is just great having that community environment within our arena. Cleveland's a great basketball town. Bradley County's a great basketball town, and so we love having people come to our games. We need it, and it is a vital part of what we do.
Coach Smith, Walker Arena, when it gets pumping, when there's a big crowd in there, nothing like it.
It is a special place. Jason Latch, one of our assistants, he played at West Florida. And I don't think he ever won inside of Walker Arena. And he always would say it was one of the toughest places and one of the loudest places. Yeah. And so, it's if you look at the home records of Marty's teams and our teams over these last 4, 5, 6 years, there's no secret to it. That support that we get from our community is pretty awesome. From our student body is awesome. It's kind of it's the true sixth man, as we would say.
Yep.
And again, Marty alluded to this, but you got really, really good basketball in this community at all levels. You got really, really good high school coaches. You got a lot of teams that are used to winning in this area. And so when you show up in our arena, and again, it's just it's kind of like what this area is about. And so it's a lot of fun. It's a fun brand of basketball to watch. It's fun to cheer for. And we're super thankful for that support and look forward to really a good year.
Absolutely. Now, this Saturday, the Flames and Lady Flames will be in action. The Lady Flames will take on Trevecca inside Walker Arena at 2 p.m. The men will follow against Carolina Christian at 4 p.m. If you can't make it to Walker Arena, you can listen to it right here on the Mix 104 family of networks, Talk 101.3, The Buzz. Coach Rowe, Coach Smith, thanks for joining us. Best of luck this year.
Appreciate it,
buddy.
Hey, we'll be right back from Hardee's on 25th Street. It's the Mix 104.1 morning show. It is live from Hardee's, and it is our tip-off special. More great basketball action coming to you right after this.
At Cleveland Ford, we had a bright idea. Let's make this a great holiday season with big discounts, attractive financing, and trade-in assistance cash to help our customers get the most for their trade. So that's what we're doing. All this month, we have 2.9% financing for 60 months available. We have discounts up to $10,000. We have up to $2,000 in bonus cash available. Plus, buy now and get no payments till February of next year. Let us show you how at Cleveland Ford.
This Mix 1041 Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute. September is PAD Awareness Month. Understanding peripheral arterial disease, or PAD, is vital for your well-being. PAD is a condition where arteries that carry oxygen-rich blood to your legs become narrowed or blocked due to a buildup of plaque. Certain risk factors increase your chances of developing PAD, including smoking, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and a family history of vascular disease. Early stages of PAD might not exhibit noticeable symptoms, but as it progresses, you might experience leg pain, cramping, weakness, or numbness. If left untreated, PAD can lead to serious complications like non-healing sores, infections, and even amputation. However, the good news is that a timely intervention can significantly improve outcomes. No referral is needed, appointments within 3 days, accepting new patients. 5 convenient locations. Find out more at VascularInstituteofChattanooga.com.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee. Bender Realty is proud to have 3 agents who've been in real estate for over 40 years. The experts at Bender Realty don't just live here, they volunteer and contribute to the community in our area.
Our involvement in the community of who being able to reach out to, whether it's city planner, county planner, economic development committee, to help you bring new businesses into the Cleveland area. We're all involved and we're able to keep up with what's going on and what's coming into Cleveland.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
For Black Friday, revamp your sleep space for just $9.99 at Mermaid Mattress. Get a platform bed, mattress, pillows, protector, and sheets all included. Don't miss out.
Becoming mostly sunny for your Thursday. We're going to have warm temperatures today, hitting the upper 60s by noon, and then afternoon highs today ranging from 68 to 74 across the area. We will have wind from the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Enjoy your Thursday. For tonight, clouds will gradually increase once again with lows from 50 to 54. And then on Friday, mostly cloudy. We will have a chance for some scattered showers. These will primarily affect our area Friday afternoon through the evening time. I'm Local 3 meteorologist Allison Pryor.
This Mix 1041 Weathercast is sponsored by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of the aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
Solutions Finance of Tennessee, your hometown lender. Locally owned and operated. Loans for used cars, motorcycles, ATVs, home improvement, furniture and appliance purchases, and other worthwhile.
So we're here for our basketball tip-off show on this Thursday morning. Going to get another check of sports. We got more interviews on the way, including a special presentation from the Ocoee FCA. We're going to do that here in just a minute. But Bridget, before we do all of that, I know we got a traffic situation.
Yeah, that's right. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol Report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's Black Friday all month long at Don Ledford Chevrolet in Cleveland. They are saying yes to low interest rates and bonus cash. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland on Northley Highway. Crews are working an accident on APD 40 in front of Spring Creek. Of course, that is causing some delays this morning there. It's going to be as you're headed into town there on APD 40 in front of Spring Creek. Just talked with dispatch, though. They tell me no injury, so that is good news. So APD 40 right there in front of Spring Creek. Be aware of that and expect delays as you're headed into town. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Selwood Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty.
All right, we're going to get a check of sports. We're going to get Matt Moore and Cody Smith to come in and sit on sports with us. So, Cody, if you'll come over to this side, we're going to talk sports for a minute, and then we're going to do what you guys came here to do, which is a presentation with Ocoee FCA. But we're going to go into sports. It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, hello, human kindness. This sports update is brought to you by Solutions Finance. Well, guys, let's talk about Major League baseball here for just a
man,
second.
Bro, this is my boy right here.
This is my boy over here.
Come
All
on.
right, so Padres, Blake Snell, and the Yankees, Garrett Cole win the Cy Young Awards. What do you think? Looking in the camera here.
I like both of the picks. I mean, as a Braves fan, I really wish that Spencer Strider would have won the Cy Young, but he just had that inflated ERA. So I mean, Blake Snell had such a good ERA, you really can't go wrong with either one of those picks.
What about Ronald Acuna Jr.? Does he win the MVP award today?
If he doesn't, I'm just going to quit watching baseball altogether. There really isn't any. There shouldn't be any question about that. It should be a runaway Ronald Acuna Jr. for MVP.
All right, so that's a little bit of baseball talk. Let's talk a little bit about local sports. The 6th grade Lady Bruins defeat Cleveland Middle 38-12 last night, but the Cleveland Middle School boys, the 6th grade, defeats Lake Forest 25-32. The Bruins wrestling takes the mat today at the Forest. They'll take on McMinn County. State high school football quarterfinals.
Come on.
Can we talk about it right now? Yeah. Tomorrow night on Friday night, 2 of our local teams, really 3 of our local teams will be in action. That is going to be Walker Valley at Clinton. That will be at 7 o'clock, the kickoff on Sports 99.1 and anywhere around the world on the free Mix 104.1 app. This is unprecedented waters as we have 2 teams out of Bradley County going into this semifinal round or quarterfinal round. Hopefully the semifinals next Friday. The other one will be Bradley as they will be home taking on Knoxville-Bearden. That will be at Bear Stadium. Talk 101.3 The Buzz and the Mix 104.1 app is where you can catch that game live with your favorite broadcasters. And then don't forget about the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz, 20th year anniversary that we've been doing this. Going to be right after we get done with the Bradley and Walker Valley football games. You'll tune into that on Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv. If you're looking for tickets for the Bradley game, you're going to get that at the Town Squire a little bit later this morning. Guys, what do you think about Walker Valley, Bradley? We're going to get into another local high school here in just a second, but what do you think about these 2 Bradley County schools?
Well, man, it's pretty awesome to see 2 of our local schools make it this far, make it a 3rd round. I don't know when in history that's happened.
I think this is the first time.
Yeah. I'm bummed that Walker Valley is the number 1 seed and has to travel to Clinton. That's a joke. If I can say that personally as the FCA director, I'm not sure.
Well, that's all right. We can go back and edit this.
We have some listeners in Clinton right now. They're going to be mad at me. That's okay. Because Drew's put a great season together.
Yes.
Great team, great culture of kids up there, and really love what he's doing. And so I'm hoping they'll. I don't see why they can't beat Clinton tonight. Why not? And same thing for Bradley tonight, playing Bearden. We were in Knoxville the other day, and I ran into our guy that's our Bearden person up there, and he's like, man, we're going to get beat. I know it. and I think that's the thing is, like, we want to see our local teams do well.
Maybe edit that out, too, for Ty's sake.
Well, yeah.
He didn't say that.
Cody said he didn't say that.
But our teams are really special this year, both places.
They are.
And a lot of people look at win-loss and see, like, is that successful? But to get to this point, it's got to be stuff you're doing in the locker room. It's got to be the people you're putting around. Mickey Clark has been pouring into that program with Damon for the last 13 years as a character coach for FCA. It's a big deal. Jonathan Kyle's been a character coach for Walker Valley for the last, I don't know, Jonathan's been there longer than the school's been there, I think. So, it's been cool to see our coaches really care about these young people beyond how they produce on the field. That's a big deal.
Now, we got a special broadcast tomorrow morning we're looking forward to as well. We're going to do a split broadcast on Football Friday morning, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. We're going to be at Bradley. It's going to be Bridget and Gary Owen. They're going to be at Bradley.
The A-team, right?
The A-team, and then me, the B-team. I'm going to be with Andy Morris at Walker Valley.
And the C-team, Steve's going to be
C-team, Steve will be in the studio.
There you go.
They said don't bring anybody that doesn't know anything about sports.
Fair enough.
So we said we'll leave Steve in the studio. So there we go.
That's good.
But anyway, and then we also want to talk about another team we're getting ready to spotlight here.
Yeah,
what about 3A, Giles, at Meigs County?
I mean,
Cody probably knows a lot about this one, right, Cody?
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. You look at some of the common opponents that they've had, and you start to kind of think about it. But I just think what Meigs County has been able to do just year in and year out with their coaching staff, with their players, it's just really neat to watch, and it's really fun to be somewhat a part of throughout the course of the season, and just to get to know some of their coaches and players, and see how much their coaches care for their players, but also how much their coaches just love the Lord. And I think the impact that they're having over there is just it's really awesome to watch.
And it's neat because a lot of people counted them out. They bumped up to 3A. They had like 4 more students.
Had some coaching changes.
Yeah,
It's
changes. And it's been, I got to go out there for their homecoming game, the Fog Bowl, I think is what they called it. It was crazy that night. And, it was a great game. It's a great atmosphere.
to go out there and watch a game. So if you're not going to Bradley, or if you're like, go out to Meigs County, watch them play and cheer them on. I want them to see that they have every reason to keep going too.
Absolutely. A couple other games we'll keep up with tomorrow night in Division II 2A, Davison Academy at Boyd Buchanan, and also Division II 3A, NBA at McCauley. That's a big game right there as well. And then Knox Catholic at Baylor. We'll cover all those games on the Hardee's Friday Night Scoreboard and everything that we're doing with the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. That will be after the Bradley and Walker Valley game. All right, so that's going to wrap up our sports from the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. Thanks to Solutions Finance for being this sponsor of the Sports Report. Now it's time to move along as we talk to, again, Matt and Cody here with Ocoee FCA. Matt, you're the regional director, so tell us a little bit about what we're getting ready to do here. I know this student and coaches, we present these plaques on a monthly basis. It's really a big deal, and we love partnering with our friends at the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry.
We sure do, and it's really a great thing. We started this about a year and a half ago. And really my heart behind it is we get to highlight some really great things that are happening in our community. We hear such negative things so many times. We worry about what's happening in our schools. We hear all the sports stuff, what's happening. But to hear the people, hear the stories behind it. So we partner with Mix and the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry. And people can go on the Mix website and nominate their coach or an athlete that they see doing the right thing and being a good person. And it's not just how the performance is on the field. It is the person behind that. And so we've got, 100, 200 people that are in the hopper, of people that have been nominated in the last few years, and it's really cool to see. We got some really special people with us today. We want to introduce some of them now.
Let's go ahead and bring them on over.
So who want to get first?
Let's get our player.
Let's get our player. I'm going to let Cody introduce these guys, because Cody has done some chapels for these guys, our friends from Meigs County. So got T.Y.
Come on over, guys. Cody, we're going to hand it over to you, buddy.
We got T.Y. and we got Bryson Baker, Coach Baker. These, I think the running joke that I have with T.Y. and some of the other guys is for about 8 or 9 years, because I've seen.
Well, these guys are high school guys?
Yeah, but everything that we do, whether it's a Fields of Faith or a student leadership training day or a worship night or whatever, there's a group of about 5 or 6 Meigs football players that have been at everything. And so I joke with them all the time of like, when are y'all going to finally graduate and get out of here? And Coach Baker's kind of the same way. I think he coaches about 14 different sports at Meigs County. And so
I think he does too.
Anything that we need in regards to getting to know any athletes, we just contact Bryson, because he basically knows everybody. But super excited to have some Meigs County representation for this award, and it's just really awesome what they are. I'm stepping on cables.
Oh, you're stepping on cables. Sorry about that.
It's just really awesome what
Gideon was getting mad at you.
He was. Awesome what they've got going on over there at the high school. So
all right. So what are we going to do here? Tell us what we're going to do, Cody.
What are we going to do? We're going to start off with T.Y., and then we're going to go to Bryson and just kind of talk a little bit about what FCA looks like at your school, how long you've been involved, what are some things that you like to do with FCA.
So T.Y., tell us about it, buddy.
Involved with Meigs County FCA since freshman year, and he's really the person that got me into it. We do some amazing things, and we have 2 great leaders in Miss Jennings and Coach Baker, and I have a lot of great friends that I've been able to meet and to get to know through FCA. We've done some amazing things like giving presents to little kids, playing games with them. It's a life-changing thing to go and do this.
Tell me about trying to fit all of this in, of course, with a big season like you guys are having on the football field. I mean, it seems like a lot for someone that's in high school, then keeping up with your studies as well.
Well, we have some great teachers who allow us to be able to get work done later than we can, or we're supposed to, but
more secrets coming out this morning. This is a great broadcast.
But we can't show this at the high school.
No, just go ahead. I'm sorry, T.Y. Go ahead.
We have some great football coaches who allow us to get stuff done when we need to, sure. But they've really allowed us to grow as not only football players but as humans, and to be better as a football team. And FCA, I've definitely been able to see more people, more football players and students be able to come and enjoy themselves, and it's definitely a great experience.
What does it mean to you as people look up to you? You know, when you're there and there's people coming to you and you're explaining to them about FCA and things like that. I mean, of course, they're looking up to you. What type of feeling does that give you? Know that there's underclassmen, looking to you for leadership and what you're telling them.
It feels amazing being able to lead them towards God and allow them to grow in their faith. it makes you feel warm inside to be able to guide people to something that's changed my life, and I know it's changed Coach Baker's and Cody's. It's just it's absolutely amazing to just be able to lead people to something that's far bigger than what we're in now.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the game Friday for just a second. Give me your take. How's the team preparing for this? How do you guys feel about your opponent?
Giles County is an amazing team. They got some amazing players that we definitely have to game plan for. But we've prepared this week, and like Coach Baker has told us all week, it's going to be a war on the field, and we just got to go give our effort, 100% effort every play. That's all you can ask. And
well, you know you got this community and other communities around here pulling for you guys. We hope that we can get you a W as well. Coach Baker, tell us a little bit about T.Y. What's special about him in your opinion?
Well, I could go on and on for hours about what T.Y. gives us on the football field. He runs the ball for us, he catches for us, he blocks for us, he plays defense for us. But what I'm most proud of about T.Y. is just his leadership, and he's always present. When we're doing anything with FCA or anything team related, he's there. And he's always willing to serve. He's always willing, like he talked about, to kind of guide younger players and younger students in the right direction. And I think he understands truly that to be a good leader and to be a good follower of Christ, you have to be willing to serve. And so that's like I said, I could go on and on about T.Y. on the football field, but I'm most proud of his heart for Jesus and how he carries himself at Meigs.
Tell us a little bit more, just briefly, about the FCA program at Meigs County High School.
So we meet weekly, every Friday, and we call it Prayer Around the Flagpole, and we come out. We have a student do a devotion every Friday, and have a time of prayer with our student body. And we also do some monthly meetings after school, and we're always looking for ways to serve our student body. Whether that be a campus cleanup day, whether that be baking cookies to serve before football games and basketball games. We've got students all around that are willing to come serve and do that. And I got to give a shout out to Miss Jennings. She's at home right now, but she does a really, really good job leading us at Meigs County High School with our FCA.
Cody, I guess we got some presentations to do now, right?
Yep. We're gonna. I think Matt's got the bag and the plaque. Matt's gonna do it. We're gonna present T.Y. with a plaque presented by Center for Cosmetic Dentistry for this month's Athlete of the Month, and we've also got a little goodie bag with some FCA swag and Chick-fil-A amongst some other things in there. So again, man, just so proud of you. And edit that one out too. Somebody taking a tally of what we're editing out here. But no, just so proud of T.Y. and all that he's been able to do and the impact that he's been able to have at Meigs County High School.
All right, I guess there's just one thing left to say. Go Tigers!
Right? Go Tigers!
Go Tigers on Friday night. All right, let's get Matt Moore over one more time. And Matt, I know we got to do our Coach of the Month, and we're going to get ready to do that here in just a second as we play multiple mic swap around there. So again, this is our segment that we do once a month with Ocoee FCA. We pick a player and a Coach of the Month, and we present them with a plaque and a little swag. And we do that in presentations, and also we thank the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry for them being a part of this. And so I guess we're ready for our Coach of the Month now, right?
We are. I do want to mention one thing. Cody's got something that he wants to share really quickly.
Yeah, so
edit this out too.
Yeah. FCA this year, we're partnering with an organization called People for Care and Learning and doing an event called Buy a Tree, Change a Life.
Yes.
And you were at Westmore, and we unfortunately didn't get a chance to talk then, but we're also partnering with Westmore Church with Buy a Tree, Change a Life. And so what we're doing basically from November 17th tomorrow through December the 8th, we are going to be selling live Christmas trees at Westmore Church of God as long as supplies last. We have sizes ranging from 3 feet all the way up to 9 feet. And the proceeds...
So Steve size to Matt.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Edit that one out too. The proceeds from all of this are going to go help students locally at our state level and also globally in East Africa and Ethiopia through FCA. So all of the proceeds from these tree sales are going to go directly back to FCA at the local level, FCA at the state level, and FCA at the global level. So Westmore Church of God, November the 17th through December the 8th. We're going to be open weekdays Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then Sundays, we're going to be open 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you are a live tree kind of person, come and buy one. If you are I don't set my tree up until after Thanksgiving, you can come and buy one, and we can just hold it there for you for a few days. If you have an artificial tree, come make a donation. Robert Green, our state director, is actually setting up a program to where you can make a donation, purchase a tree, and then we're actually going to donate it to a local veteran. So even if you don't use live trees, you can still come and get one and support local FCA. So that was the Buy Tree, Change Your Life stuff.
All right. So you got any Charlie Brown trees is what I would like to know.
Yeah, we've got some little short, and we can trim them up and make them look as ugly as you want.
All right. All right, so now we're going to move along to our Coach of the Month. Coach, we're going to get you to come over to this side. Yeah. But please don't step on those
If you step on those cables, Gideon
will be over here on all of us.
out.
All right, so Matt, let's go ahead and move
so
over
we
to
got
this
Travis Carroll. He is a teacher at Polk County High School, and he coaches baseball for Chilhowee Middle. And we actually had a parent that messaged in about him, talking about how he has encouraged not just their kid, but other kids as well. Even if they don't have a great game, he's still going to speak life into them. They pray after games. His faith is lived out in front of these young people, and they're responding to it. And parents see it, and so these are things that, again, we want these kind of coaches around our young people. We want these kind of people around our folks that are speaking life back into our kids beyond the field.
Coach Carroll, tell us about this award and kind of what this means to you to get this type of recognition.
Just very humbling, very surprising. You just kind of do what the Lord wants you to do whenever you're coaching or teaching or whatever. And, for something like this to happen just kind of out of the blue, I even joked with my principal when he told me I got it that I was like, are you sure it's not the other Carroll that coaches, because they had a really good soccer season this year. So, but no, it was very humbling, very blessed to work where I work, and very blessed with the kids that I get to work with every day.
Every coach that comes and receives this award, this acknowledgement, they always say the same thing. It's more than what is on the field. It's more than just wins and losses. It's more about not as much about the ball that we're playing with. It's life and life experiences and what they're going to do after they get out of middle school, high school, and those type things.
Most definitely. The most rewarding thing a lot of times for me is not, like you said, how many hits did they get the other night, but it's like seeing those kids receive scholastic awards at school, or get a character of the month trait for their school. To see those kids not just representing your team on the field, but representing the school in a positive way.
That's great. All right, so Matt, I guess we've got a presentation to do.
Right? We have a lovely plaque here that has Travis's name spelled right. It's even your name, right? So that was your concern.
Correct.
We got a goodie bag right over here for you. It's got some stuff from a restaurant that sells chicken in it as well that we're not allowed to say on air while we're where we are. But it's just a small way to say thank you. It really is. Like this is one of my favorite parts of the month. Every month this comes up when Bridget's like, "Who do you got?" It's exciting to look and see the incredible coaches we have. If somebody's out there and they're like, "Hey, we want to nominate somebody," go to Mix's website. It's really simple to do, and it gives you a chance to say something good about a coach or athlete in your community, and speak life into them. And if you nominate them, let them know you nominated them too. Be like, "Hey, I thought about you, and I think you're great." And because I think in this day and age, a lot of times our conversations with our coaches is not like how are they or thank you. It's a lot of like, why isn't my kid playing? Why are we winning? Are we going to beat this team or that team? And there's so much more to it than that. So so to be able to speak into that part of life, man, just be an encourager. In this season of Thanksgiving, let's be grateful for our coaches that invest so much of their lives into our young people.
All right, Matt, congratulations for another great, successful campaign on this one.
Yeah.
And Coach Carroll, congratulations to you, sir.
If I could do a shout-out, I understand it's Coach John Dixon's birthday today.
Oh, it is.
Man,
You're right,
I was in FCA with Coach Dixon at Polk County High School when I was in high school.
Living legend, right?
Yeah, he coached me freshman baseball and cross country, and man, he's just a great guy. So shout out to him because it's also my mom's birthday. So when I heard it was his birthday,
you started with Coach Dixon, not your mom.
Well, I was going with the FCA route.
Okay.
But no, shout out to both of them, and I appreciate both of them. Love both of them very much. So.
All right. Well, we're live at Hardee's. We got to come back. We got one more segment. Our friends from Cleveland State Community College is here. We're going to talk to our coaches from the Lady Cougars and Cougars and then put a wrap on our basketball tip-off show. We appreciate you listening in and watching on MixTV.tv. We'll come back with that final segment in just a moment. Stay with us, Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Air service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. The fighting rages in Gaza between Israel and Hamas while a special operation is taking place underneath the largest hospital in the territory. Israel searching for the tunnels it claims Hamas is using under the Al-Shifa facility. Meanwhile, President Biden spelled out a solution to the Israeli leader and his war cabinet.
The only ultimate answer here is a two-state solution that's real.
The president, during his news conference yesterday, earlier, he did have a warm welcome for China's President Xi.
There's no substitute to face-to-face discussions. I've always found our discussions straightforward and frank, and I've always appreciated them.
But after his 4-hour meeting, President Biden called his counterpart a dictator in the way he runs a communist country. Meanwhile, President Biden will address the APEC conference at 1:45 Eastern in San Francisco. America's listening to Fox News.
Capital Tire Service, downtown Cleveland, your local Michelin dealer since 1967. Providing.
And welcome back to Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv as we've been having our basketball tip-off show live at Hardee's on 25th Street. We appreciate all of our coaches that's dropped by. We have one more college that we want to get to right now. Our friends from Cleveland State Community College is here. We're going to talk Lady Cougars and Cougars basketball, as I know they've already got their season started, but we're going to find out how things are going and all those type of things. We're going to talk to first-year head coach of the Lady Cougars, Lisa Phillips, is here. Then also Raphael Howard is with us as well. I believe it's going to be his 3rd season, if I'm not mistaken, as being the men's basketball coach at Cleveland State. Lisa, we'll start off with the women. First of all, I'm going to let you kind of introduce yourself to our mix audience this morning. Tell us a bit about yourself and a little bit about your coaching history.
Okay. Well, I'm originally from Virginia. That's where I started coaching and started with the littles and worked my way up. Had my first college job there at Regent University in Virginia Beach. Relocated to Florida and spent a year at FAU, a year at Palm Beach Atlantic. Then I spent last season in Wisconsin at a D3, and I'm here in Cleveland.
Wow.
And I'm thrilled to be here. It's been a wonderful experience. Everybody's been amazing, welcoming. It's a good place to be.
Wow, so quite a resume there. Again, Lisa Phillips, first-year coach of the Lady Cougars at Cleveland State Community College. Now, you guys have already had a couple of games, is that right?
Yes, we played 3.
Okay, so how's things going so far?
So the first 2 games were amazing. We came out, first game, it was a really good game. We won pretty good. And then the second game, it was a tight game, but the girls, sustained it and we pulled it out. We played Chat State last night, which proved to be
tough, right?
Very challenging. I think we just ran out of gas second half.
Okay.
We have a small roster, but I'm proud of their efforts, and we're just going to continue to work hard and be better.
Tell us a little bit about your team. On this tip-off show, we like to kind of get a little bit of community names. Can you tell me a couple of your players' names or that you've been kind of most impressed with so far to start the season off?
Well, we have Letitia Parrish. She's from West Tennessee, I believe. I'm learning my way here.
You're learning your way around. There's a lot going on.
Yes. She's a sophomore. She's our point guard, and she's done an amazing job. She's still learning to lead the team, but nonetheless gives us, what we need every game.
Sure.
And then we have Dariana Salter. She is from Nashville. She's also a sophomore and really, really great player, really developing nice. We have, let me see here. We have a freshman, Jay Maddox, and she's from Atlanta, and she is really, really proving herself every day. So we have a mixed team. We have sophomores, we have freshmen. So we're learning, we're building chemistry, and then we're just, like I said, getting better every day.
Again, we're speaking with first-year coach of Cleveland State Community College, Lisa Phillips of the Lady Cougars, as we're spotlighting this on our Basketball Tip-Off Show. As you look at your schedule, is there some names of some teams that come up that maybe you've not ever played before or heard of before that you're kind of excited to kind of get in there and see what those teams are about, or kind of going through your schedule, what some of your opinions of that?
I mean, obviously, we have some tough games ahead of us. We have Wallace. We'll see Chat State again. I don't know a lot other than just me scouting, being new to the area, but I know those games have proved to be, tough in the past. But nonetheless, I came to Cleveland State to hang a banner, and that's what I'm there to do. All right. So whatever it takes is what we're going to do.
All right, I love that. I love that attitude there, Lisa. That's good stuff. Let's talk to Raphael Howard again, third-year coach of the Cougars. So, Raphael, how's things going with you a couple games into the season?
Been well. Been pretty well. 2-1 right now. Like Coach Phillips, tough one last night at Chat. Hats off to Coach Price and his group. They did a really good job. Much like Coach, we ran out of gas. I think the way we're trying to play, we're still growing and definitely still learning how we're going to be doing, playing the way we want to play. So, but really pleased with our group. Really pleased with our guys.
Third year into the program there for you at Cleveland State. What has been some of the biggest improvements that you've seen from year one to year three? Kind of what you've been putting on the court there?
Really just, I guess, settling into a particular style of play. Right. For us, we want to try to play fast. We want to try to play up-tempo, as well as pressure on the defensive side of the ball. So those are some of the things that we've been able to implement this year. I think we've brought in some guys who can really help us at that as we grow and learn how to play.
What are some of the bullet points since you've been around for a few seasons now, schedule-wise for you? We mentioned Chat State, always a tough competition against Cleveland State. Is there anything else on there that kind of sticks out to you that you're kind of looking forward to during the season?
Well, we'll play Wallace State again. Last year was the first year that we had played them in a long time. Any of our conference games are going to be games that we're going to be excited about getting in and playing because, for us, being successful in the conference is what we talk about. Right. Being at the top of our conference, winning the conference tournament, and hopefully have an opportunity to go back to the national tournament as we did in 19. So for us, really, all our games are games that we're just really going to try to take them one at a time.
Tell me about the talent pool around this region, I guess is the best way to say it.
Sure.
In your opinion, you probably feel we got a pretty good programs from the high school level that kind of filter into your program.
Definitely. We actually have a young man from McMinn, Hayden Smith, did a really good job. They went to the state tournament last year. Has done a really good job for us. We got another young man from the Knoxville area, Carnes High School, Jalen Roberts, really been doing a good job for us. So for us, the mix of our local guys with some of our, our returning guys and a mix of some transfer guys, I think is really going to give us a good opportunity this year.
Yeah, for both of you coaches, I guess the main thing we want to, when we do these spotlights, is not only we want to get a little bit of insight on your teams, but we also want people to know that the community, what they need to come out and support the Lady Cougars and the Cougars with these home games. And so what is some of the upcoming schedule over the next couple weeks?
Saturday, we're looking to pack the gym.
Okay, back in the gym this Saturday, everybody.
This Saturday, we're looking to pack the gym, 2 o'clock. Women are going to play. We'll take off at 4 o'clock. So we've got a pretty big game coming up against Southwest Tennessee. So they're coming from that west part. So we want to definitely get as many folks in as we can and see what we can get done on Saturday.
Yeah, we would say go to the Cleveland State website, clevelandstatecc.edu, go into the sports tabs there, find the schedule, get out and support our Cougars and Lady Cougars, and there's really some great programs, some good local talent that you're going to see there on the court, and some rivalry games. Let's just face it, we talked about Chat State. Yeah. That's one I know, and Wallace State, is that the other one that seems to be a big one on the schedule as well?
Yes.
thanks for coming out, being a part of this morning. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to get you guys faces in the community through our platforms, and anytime there's schedules or anything that you want to get out to us, we always love to add it to our sports schedule. So get those to us, and we'll make sure we take care of that.
Thank you so much.
All right, so Lisa Phillips, Raphael Howard, your coaches for the Cougars and Lady Cougars at Cleveland State Community College. Well, that's going to wrap up our tip-off show from Hardee's this morning. We appreciate all of our coaches for being here. Keep up with them, like I said, during our sports reports in the mornings and afternoons. We'll give you the updates on how these schools and colleges are doing, and we'll be happy to update any of those things. So make sure you get those stats to us if your coaches or assistants and things out there. Thanks so much to Nicole Mooreshead for being our presenting sponsor this morning, if you would, of the Hardee's Tip-Off Show. Bridget, I guess, do we have anything else we need to check into before we get out? Everything good? All right, so I guess we're going to wrap things up right here, folks. We do appreciate you listening and watching in to Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv for this Thursday morning. We'll talk to you again real soon, so stay with us throughout the day. Mix 104.1 WCLE.